One thing that struck me when I moved to DC, having grown up in Baltimore and spent 6 years in New York, was the number of homeless people. I mean, I couldn't believe there were homeless people in every neighborhood and on every street corner practically, in front of the White House. And it struck me as the nation's capital to see so many homeless people. And initially, Be the Change in DC was just a way to gather people together and go and volunteer in a soup kitchen. And eventually, at the pushing of some friends, I thought, well, you know what, we have this organization, we have a core group of volunteers, now we should find a way to do something on our own. We should have our own initiative, something that we do, that we've come up with. Overall, when I think of the organization and the things that we do, I think of it as three different things, sort of three principles to Be the Change in DC. The first is help. First and foremost, we want to help people who are homeless. In DC it gets very cold at night. I thought maybe it makes sense to give out sleeping bags during the winter here in DC. Started going out to retailers like Target and Walmart and buying sleeping bags at retail and giving them out on the weekends. We quickly realized that giving the sleeping bags out at night would, one, take care of the problem of not giving them out to someone who's homeless, but two, really make an impact. We would really know that the person we're giving the sleeping bag to was definitely going to use that sleeping bag that night to keep himself or herself warm. And just that notion of making an immediate impact on someone's life, it just makes a world of difference. And the thank yous that you get from doing that, I think our volunteers can attest, really, really means a lot to them. Another principle is educate. We hope to educate the people that we are helping, homeless people, about other services. We're big believers in working with other organizations, partnering up. And so we want to educate and make sure that we connect homeless people to other services and things that they need. I think educate also means educating the public and just educating the general public about the homeless, issues that are important to homeless people, and just that homeless people are really not very different. Not all of them are very different than you and me. One of the biggest impediments to a homeless person finding work is the lack of a permanent contact number. And so we decided to give out cell phones, prepaid cell phones, to 4 homeless men. We really believe that the cell phone can be used to empower a homeless person to look for work and hopefully find housing. We also will send them weekly voicemails with local job opportunities. We have a partnership with CVM, Community Voicemail, or CVM, and they send out DC area jobs directly to the phones through their voicemail service.